Hi, this is Mr. Eaton, and we're now going to look at solving word problems. Well, there are a couple of steps in how to solve a word problem using algebra, and the first one is read the problem and find out what the question is actually asking for. And the second one is define the variable as the thing you want to find. So let x be the thing that you want to find. Third step is write the equation using the defined variable. And the fourth one then obviously is solving the problem, and 5 is answering the question using words. So let's put that all into practice. Here's the question. 5 less than a certain number is 9 less than 3 times the number. So what we need to do is write an expression and solve it to find the number. So the first thing we're going to do is we're going to let x be the number that we're going to be looking for. So that will be this, a certain number. The next step is to identify that we need 5 less than a certain number. So how can we write that? Well, the way that we're going to write that is going to be minus 5, because it is 5 less than a certain number, and we're going to put our certain number in the front. So the equation is now starting to read a certain number less 5, or 5 less than a certain number, which equals exactly that. The next thing we can do is equals, well, it's going to be 9 less than 3 times a number. So 3 times a number can be written as 3x, and obviously we've got to take 9 away from that because that is what we have been told over here. So 9 less than 3 times a number. 3 times a number, take away 9. So now we have an equation, and we actually now need to solve that. So remembering how to solve our algebraic expressions, we have x minus 3x, take away 5, equals 3x minus 3x minus 9. So this becomes minus 2x, those cancel each other out, minus 9. We now need to move our 5 across, so it's minus 2x equals minus 9 added to 5 gives me 4. Divide this side by minus 2. Those cancel each other out, that cancels each other out, and therefore x equals minus 2. And we've solved our problem. Right, well, what about this one? David and Mitch made 254 runs between them in a cricket match. If Mitch made 68 runs more than David, how many runs did each of them make? Put the video on pause and give this one a go, and when you're ready, come back. Right, well, the first thing I'm going to do is I'm going to say, if Mitch made 68 runs more than David, I'm going to say that David made R number of runs. So R equals runs that David made. Okay? And since Mitch made 68 runs more than David, I'm going to say that Mitch's runs are R plus 68. And that is going to be for Mitch. Okay. Right, so now I can make a formula. I can use R for David's runs, and I can use R plus 68 for Mitch's runs. So I'll write it as like this. Runs for David added to the runs plus 68 for Mitch equals, and a total of 254 runs between them. I will now simplify this equation over here. So R plus R gives me 2R plus 68 equals 254 runs. So 2R equals 186, because that would be 254 minus the 68. Therefore runs would be 186 divided by 2. Therefore each of them would make 93 runs, but we need to remember that Mitch scored 68 runs more. So he would have 93 plus the 68, giving him 161 runs. Okay, so we've solved for Mitch. Mitch scored 68 runs more than the two of them, therefore he scored 161 runs, and David scored only 93 runs. So we've solved our problem.